Greatest of all Texas coming at you with another video featuring the MotivX tools, where I did an unboxing video which you could check it out in my catalog of videos and I'll link it below. But in this video I'm actually going to show you how to use them when you're doing an FJ Cruiser oil change and why you would want to use these tools over your generic ones you can order online or buy at the store. Here's a more detailed look of some of the parts I'll be using today. This is just your standard Fram oil filter, and since this is a 2011 FJ Cruiser, it has a canister style oil filter. And the oil, I got two 5-quart of Royal Purple, which I picked these up at O'Reilly's for 40 bucks each, so hopefully they're still on sale, so I'll pick up one more, be able to do 2 oil changes with OW20 Royal Purple. This is MotivX tool to remove your oil filter canister that allows you to have a lot better and faster oil change, and it's made out of aluminum in the USA by MotivX tool. And you can either input your socket head right here or your socket wrench right into the back right there, or if you have a big enough socket, I think it's like a 20 or 21, you can put it on there and use that as well. Really sturdy and strong. And if you look at something I used to use before, this one is going to be the teeth are being bent out and it slips, and this part even bent in right there, as you can see, just from trying to get off it oil filter. And this is one of the better ones that you get that you would get at the store instead of O'Reilly's. This is a funnel that you can put into the oil filler where your cap goes, and see it's threaded right there. So that threaded will allow you to have no spill or less of a spill and mess, and an easier, faster fill with this MotivX tools funnel. And then this last item, this actually goes so that once you get this in there, you're able to use the hose and then pour it into your oil bucket like the one right there. So let's go ahead and start doing this oil change. So now, I don't know if you can see this, but that's where my oil canister is up there, where I need to remove. And then on the back over here, that's where the engine oil drain plug is up there. So now I just gotta first drain it, and then I'll remove the oil canister and show you how those tools work. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the oil drain plug off and get it into this bucket. Alright. Oops. Jeez. I'm at a weird angle. So you want to make sure all of it drains out really well. And I think this was a 14mm socket. So I have the drain plug here, and it's not always recommended, but you should change out your oil, the gasket right here with a new one. So I bought a pack right here off of Amazon, I think, most likely, with like 50 of them. So I just put a new one each time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil drain plug back on, and then I'm gonna remove the oil canister and then fill it up, and we'll be done. Okay, I got it. Threading it now. Alright. I'll first remove the little cap on the canister, and then drain it in here. So see, a little bit of oil comes out of there, but if you want to get it all off, I'll show you. Use this, thread it in there, and then put this right there. And it'll just come down. Works a lot better if you were in a lift. Then you'll be able to have the vehicle lifted up. But for here, I guess it's not bad if it was real windy right now. Now we'll take off the oil canister with the MotivX tool right here and just whip it off. Fits on there real nice, and there's no slippage like with the old tool that I had, or even on another vehicle trying to use those cheap oil canister sockets. This one just grips it and removes it really well. Let's see, might have some. So I needed to drain that a little bit more, but oh well, I got the bucket right here. We'll just clean that up, get that old oil filter off, and let that drip out a little bit. Like I said, should have worn gloves. Oh well. So this is the new filter right here, and it seems to be a lot better quality, this Fram one, compared to the previous one on there, which I don't even remember what this one was. But if you just look at this one, it doesn't have, it's just cardboard. It does not have a plastic housing like this Fram one does, which I assume would help it hold a little bit stronger when under pressure. But we'll see. So, got the gaskets right here. This one's for the bottom and this one's for the canister. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did replace my oil canister with a aluminum. This is metal. Compared to the plastic one, it just has a lot better grip. Everyone says they're worried about stripping this out in there, but I just try and be very extra careful while putting this in. So this is that first gasket. Take the old one out and then get some oil. It doesn't have to be fresh oil, just some oil to lube it up a little bit. Pop it in there, and then we'll tighten this on there when I put it back on there. Once it's seated, I'll use a tool, just a little hand tight. Then there's the other gasket in here. Voila. Put that new one on there. Alright, it's in. Got the new oil filter. There. First with the socket and then with the front cap. There you go. And then tighten that front little. There we go. Should be good. Right now I'm going to use the MotivX funnel, and it threads right in here. Really nice. I don't know if you can see that too well. See, it's threaded in there, just not moving. And now we're going to fill it up with 6.5 quarts of oil. So I'm going to fill it up with one of my 5-quart purple oil, and then I'm going to go ahead and back the FJ out and put the other when I'm on a level. Let that pour in there. I finished the oil, didn't get to film that. My neighbor came and helped me and we topped it off. The good old FJ is now ready to ride. So I gotta do a little test run, make sure that everything's good. But otherwise, thank you for checking this video out. Greatest of all, Texas. This was a little test on the MotivX tools to show you how they worked and let you know that they're legit. And check me out on Instagram if you're looking for more FJ content and fishing and more. Greatest of all, Texas out.